live on 2K Sports. We've got the excitement of the NBA for you tonight. Along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Got one more great treat for you folks. Joining us on our broadcast is Shams Charania. Shams, so great to have you with us. Thanks for taking the time to take a seat and join us here courtside.
Star-studded group, the pleasure is all mine. I appreciate you guys so very much for having me aboard.
Look at the smile on Brent Barry's face. He is thrilled to have you here courtside with us.
Absolutely. Super excited about it.
And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Bulls. On Monday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Memphis and going up against the Grizzlies. And then on Wednesday, they'll go back home and will be hosting the Orlando Magic.
And looking at that Jazz matchup, that one, the 7th on the season for them, the team's still looking to improve each time they take the floor.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. In the backcourt, we'll see Gilgeous-Alexander and Caruso. The post pair form will be Williams and Holmgren. And it's Dort in its small forward. And for Chicago, Levine and Williams up in the forward positions. White is out there with Josh Giddey. And it's Vucevic in at the 5 down low. Shams, over the last decade, the Warriors were the team. And this decade is kind of wide open. So with young teams on the horizon, the deep roster of teams and talent in the West, a lot of people are talking about Oklahoma City as the team to watch in the 2020s. What do you think?
OKC has this league at the palm of their hands and really the direction. The nucleus led by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in Oklahoma City. That is among the best. They have tons of picks. Kevin, I mean dozens of draft picks that they can trade to get even more talent. No organization is set up quite like the Thunder. They have to be aiming for championships down the line.
They've stayed the course. Agreed wholeheartedly with you. They're going to be fun. That free throw good from Giddey. Hey, Shams, for the Bulls, the overall approach has seemed to be steady as she goes. We'll stay in our lane. Business as usual. But do you think that'll continue?
And business has been good, Kevin. One of the best attendance rates in the league. But listen, this is a Bulls organization that has to figure out its right direction and see how they can continue to build and find a way to build from the ground up and reach new heights, whether it is going a more rebuilding route, a more in the middle route, versus going and really taking big swings. I think this is the organization that is very much trying to find their direction.
Oh, you're kind of setting the table. A lot could happen with this team. Good stuff. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Billy, Donovan and I got a chance to talk for a little bit. We talked about the matchup problems that Chet Holmgren presents. He said defensively, Chet can warp the inside of the paint. And at the other end, he's going to drag his matchup out to the three-point line. That's what makes this 7-footer such a special player. Guys?
Thanks, David. Here's Holmgren after the made shot from Zach LaVine. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Vucevic.
And you know teams are going to be physical with Holmgren, but he's aggressive, and boy, he plays with passion.
Hey, Shams, for the past decade that you've been a major player in the NBA, it's been LeBron's league, it's been Curry's league. Who else is going to take over this league, you think, coming up around the corner?
Take a break.
Given the NBA Finals we just had, have to throw in Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and Luka Doncic into the fold as far as faces of the NBA. But Nikola Jokic is so good. He will be one of the guys for a while. Giannis Antetokounmpo, you have to mention him as well. But ultimately, you have to also keep an eye on Victor Wembanyama, the way that Victor Wembanyama could take over the league. And already, so early, was so special. Victor Wembanyama is someone to keep an eye on.
Okay, they've just passed a note down to me, our gang here. What about Anthony Edwards at Minnesota? He's another one, right? Young American player who is really making an impact.
Anthony Edwards, Devin Booker, you have to consider those two as well. And it's special, the crop of young players that we have coming up in this league. One of them is sure to emerge as this generation's, whether you want to call it Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James. There will will be a face out of this club.
And we cannot wait. We have all these great foreign players. Maybe 3 of the top 5 players in the NBA are all foreign players, right? And so much was made of Anthony Edwards. Here's a 22-year-old American player who has maybe the charisma, the game, the everything you could package. It could be our next great player. Is there ever talk around the league about why are European players being so dominant? Where are the great young American players to compete against this great influx of international players?
The grassroots programs, you have to look at what happens abroad and in the States. You have to give a lot of credit to the way that they develop players over in Europe. In any of those regions, they do a great job. And those players are hungry, they're driven, they're passionate. They're trying to get here to the States and play basketball at the highest level in the NBA. And you see at the amateur level, there can be a lot of fluidity, there can be a lot of flux, and players are given so much so soon in America. So to be able to have that chip on your shoulder, to have the passion, and to exude the confidence that Anthony Edwards has, the younger generation of players definitely have someone in Anthony Edwards to look up to.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And the Bulls will go for a different look here. Jalen Smith, he's checked in for Vucevic. Buzelis comes in for Williams. Ayo Dosunmu is checked in for Levine. And Ball subbed in for White. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Williams, he's checked in for Holmgren. Wiggins comes in for Dort. Isaiah Joe, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. And Wallace subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. There's 1:17 left in the first quarter. Williams against Giddey. On the wing, Dosunmu. That's good, and so Giddey with the assist.
And Josh Giddey just does a great job reading the floor.
Thunder trailing by 3. Wallace outside. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Clock at 6. Wallace, good.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Buzelis. Here's the screen. Dosunmu, the pass to Giddey. Driving in, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Giddey's got 7.
That's impressive stuff from Giddey, just getting on the interior part of the defense.
Williams against Giddey. Now here's Williams. He's covered closely. From deep. The shot, no good. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Bulls lead by 2. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. Looking at what we've seen for the Bulls, what do you guys think?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
Hey, Shams, it seems like with these younger teams coming, we may be witnessing a transfer of power in the NBA. What do you think?
It's really due to the parity that we're seeing in the league, and we haven't seen this much parity in a really long time. It's wide open for teams in both conferences, in the East and West, to claim that top perch. We have to give the league a lot of credit. There's tons of parity.
Which I think is leading to expansion talk, correct? We've got so much talent right now, we can kind of let it ooze out a little bit to some other areas.
Certainly expansion, couple more teams in the league, but the league really loves where they're at now. And any given year, anyone can win.
Levine and Williams up in the forward positions. Dosumu is out there with ball, and it's Smith in at the 5 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, Bulls coach Billy Donovan keeps perspective. He says, I used to come back from a tough road loss, go straight to the office and pull an all-nighter, trying to figure out what went wrong. My highs were too high and my lows were too low. You have to realize so much of it is just luck, the breaks of life. Kevin?
That's right, D.A. We respect Billy Donovan as much as any coach in the NBA. But a good outlook there, you're right. Hey, thank you. And Shams, like us, you travel all over the country for the NBAs. You go to the games. You're talking with the general managers, the coaches, the big-name players. That aside, do you have a favorite city that you like to visit?
You're putting me on the spot here, Kevin. Listen, I love going to LA because you see multiple teams coming in with the Clippers and the Lakers. So I love to be proficient. I love being efficient, Kevin. I love making the best use of my time. What's your favorite NBA city?
I've got 3, and it's been 3 since I got in the league in '82. I like Miami, I like New York, and I like Boston. Every city has got charm, right? But those 3 cities have kind of stuck out to me. I enjoy it a lot.
Those are the best, Kevin. You're picking the best cities in the league. We got to go to Sacramento one of these days. Let's go to Charlotte.
I love Sacramento. I had a chance to go to Sacramento one day. I love Sacramento.
Those crowds get rowdy. I was there for their playoff series against the Warriors when they snapped the 16-year drought. Those fans are the loudest that I've seen since I've been coming.
They love their team.
And a nice, smooth stroke. When Levine feels that rhythm, he's a knockdown jump shooter.
Shams, it's been fun. And you know what? It's been too short. So you got to promise you're going to come back and give us some more inside information on the NBA. We have loved every second having you here courtside with us tonight.
Sorry I was not able to break any big news on air this time, but you know what? My phone's ringing, so maybe next time.
Let me look at your... Wait a minute. Hold on. That is big news! Holy cow! Come back sooner than later, okay?
Thank you.
So great to have Shams stop by. You can see his passion for the game in every word he says.
Now, you can't work as hard as Shams does without having a passion for the NBA. It's not easy to be that plugged in.
So for the Bulls, Vucevic checked in for Jalen Smith. Josh Giddey comes in for Dosumu. And it's Kobe White in for Ball. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Holmgren, he's checked in for Williams. Jalen Williams comes in for Wiggins. Dort, he's checked in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Alex Caruso in for Wallace. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Joe passes to Caruso. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Oklahoma City shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose and MVP, Jimmy Butler as well, but the results haven't been there.
Now here's Holmgren. And he really played well against Denver.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Bulls have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. It's White on the wing. Dort against Levine. Shoots over Dort. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Levine.
What helps Levine from mid-range? He gets such great lift off the floor.
Joe passes to Holmgren. It's Joe on the wing. White covering. Just 5 to shoot. Fires away from way outside. Rebound by Williams. Now here's Levine. He's got 8. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Oklahoma City out in front, leading by just 1. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Zach, a hard-fought first half. What changes have to be made to get a little separation?
They're making tough shots. We're trying to stick to our concept, so we got to come back, make plays, make shots, and, just stay solid.
Always a challenge for a young team. Thanks for your time, Zach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
Well, right now for the Bulls, you can already see they have the makings of a good team, but they also have things to iron out.
Splitting the first 2 games, this next one could indicate which direction they're headed. And let's take a look back at the first half. The Bulls are in a close one.
How have they kept it this close? Their D has been invisible. Come on, fellas, get after it.
Yeah, just a few more stops and this score would be totally different. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
So for Oklahoma City right now, In the backcourt, we'll see Gilgeous-Alexander and Caruso. Dort and Williams up in the forward positions. And it's Holmgren in at the center. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Zach LaVine.
He gets really smooth sometimes. Gilgeous-Alexander has some size, and he challenged the defense with it that time.
The Thunder shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And he knocks down the first one. Brent, it seems like throughout his career, Gilgeous-Alexander has an answer to whatever the defense might throw at him.
Well, the defenses don't have answers to stop him, Kevin. I know that. This guy is so quick with the basketball. He's so good at adapting on the fly with the ball, getting around the initial defender to make plays. Superstars have that quality. SGA has it in spades.
Brent, there can't be any question now that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has arrived as an NBA superstar.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, you finish in the top 3 of MVP voting. That is a stamp of approval. SGA, one of the more feared players in the game, and this guy is on his way.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an elite scorer. Coach Mark Daigneault said the sign of a good player is being a source of reliable offense. At the same time, he's learned to impact the game in other ways, and that's why he's a really good player. He's not just a hired gun scorer. Kevin?
Totally agree, D.A. He is a franchise cornerstone type of guy. And we thank you for the report. Now here's Giddey. After Lou Dort's miss, outside LaVine. Back to White. Vucevic a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's White. Count it, and the foul. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh, tough play from White here. Hits the foul, but doesn't give up finishing what he started.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
84%. That's what he was able to convert on a season ago from the line.
One shot.
And it's tied up with that one. In recent years, Brent, we've seen Oklahoma City turn into a contender simply by developing their own young talent.
Yep, blocks on sticks, on bricks, on blocks, and that's what they've done. They have not signed a free agent, big-name guy. They built from within. They built an incredible roster by drafting well and fostering the growth of these young players, along with the coach who has given them a lot of belief. It's been pretty magical in OKC.
LaVine finds Vucevic. White against Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 on the shot clock. And it's White missing.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
Outside Williams. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort a screen on White. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And they pick up 2. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points in the quarter.
He's got the ability to do damage inside and out. SGA's not going to miss that.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen? You should watch your best moves. Let's go. Keep it going. Next
Chicago making some changes. Smith checked in for Patrick Williams. Dosumu comes in for Zach LaVine. And it's Lonzo Ball in for White. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Isaiah Joe, he's checked in for Dort. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Smith sets the pick for Giddey. Smith kicks to Ball. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. With this pause in the action, let's show you the teams that have scored the most points in the league last season. In third, the Thunder.
I just loved how this team attacked their opponents. You could see their confidence grow as the year went on, and the points really started to pile up.
And that one misses. Well, Brent, Mark Daigneault was named the 2024 Coach of the Year. And not once, but twice.
Yeah, he won 2 separate Coach of the Year awards. One voted on by his peers, and the other one voted on by the media. What a remarkable accomplishment for such a young coach that has not only grown himself, but grown this team in ways that a lot of other squads are envious.
And the second free throw, good. We've got 1:28 left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Joe. Ball against Gilgeous-Alexander. There's a screen. Williams for 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And the basket is good.
Set him up well, and you can trust Lonzo to sink that shot.
Oklahoma City trailing. Caruso, the pass to Holmgren. Oklahoma City moving it around. The tray, and he's good on the 3-ball. Holmgren's got 6 points.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
Giddey against Caruso. Smith with a screen on Caruso. Here's Giddey. Pass to Dosumu. That's good, and so Giddey with the assist. 5 points in the game.
And Giddey, just that 6th sense to find the open man.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Ball. And the basket by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second bucket tonight. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
Here's Vucevic. Drops it in from 14 feet away. And the Bulls lead by 1. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Bulls lead by 1. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. They've got Jalen Smith. Buzelis out there with Zach LaVine. Then it's Dosumu, and it's Ball in at the 1. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Now here's Dosumu after the miss from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Smith outside. Six to shoot. Dosumu finds LaVine, and again it's the Bulls from deep.
Great preparation by Levine. Get to his spot and set to let it fly.
Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. Floats it up for Wiggins. In transition, here come the Bulls. Ball, the bounce pass. Here's Dosunmu. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And now a 6-point Chicago lead.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Going with an almost entirely new grouping. Vucevic checked in for Smith. Williams comes in for Buzelis. Josh Giddey's checked in for Dosunmu. And it's White in for Ball. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Jen. Jalen Williams comes in for Aaron Wiggins. Dort, he's checked in for Isaiah Joe. And it's Alex Caruso in for Wallace. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Mark Daigneault talking to his team during the break. Now he's encouraging them to keep attacking in the paint. He said, when we get inside, we score. Simple as that. Keep attacking and don't settle for anything that's not at the rim. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thanks. Pass to Dort. Back to Caruso. Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. Guarded by Levine, and it will go, and the Bulls' lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Williams. Caruso against Giddey. Here's Levine for the three. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Holmgren's got 4 rebounds in this game. Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over White. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Down low. Ball's not loose. And stolen by Caruso. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And SGA is used to burying these kind of big-time shots. Just an outstanding leader for this team.
Levine against Dort. Now here's Levine. Defense right on him. Nice defense from Dort. Caruso, bounce pass. Holmgren can't hit.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
Levine. Here's Vucevic. And he uses the glass on the way. And the Bulls lead by 2.
Look at that shot. Vucevic not afraid to carry the weight, so to speak, in a tough situation. The team knows they can rely on him.
Now here's Caruso. Pass to Holmgren. It's good. He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Pass to Levine. Bulls moving the ball around. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two.
And for a big man, Vucevic is pretty efficient at the line. Really has a complete game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And he ends up making the second, and that gives them the lead.
Good trip to the line. He did not get all of them, but at least they hold the lead now.
Holmgren with a screen on Giddey. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Caruso. Shot and game clock separated by 5. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
Levine against Dort. 5 to shoot. The kick out to Williams. Knocks down the 3.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're trailing by 4. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
Score, then hope for some missed free throws or a turnover at the other end.
Yeah, this won't be easy, so a little bit of luck will go a long way for them to get back in.
6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, and just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time.